video heard around the world.
I'm desperate.
Apology heard around the world. Gay woman. Sorry, I forgot you can't say the L word.
I don't like the word itself.
JoJo announced she was single again.
It's just like lesbian.
Confession.
Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say.
It's like a lot, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I am. So it's like, it just is, it's like the word moist.
Hey,
I was gonna click on this.
We had 30 seconds for a music video.
We did, right? I said BRB in a minute, but what happened is I took a lot longer. I just saw the thumbnail of Sold Her Virginity, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm not done gaming. To be fair, my lethargic ass is probably gonna dip out early, but fight me.
Klarna scams are getting out of control. Well, at least that's what people online are saying. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, Simone, people are getting scammed by Klarna? Well, apparently, scammers are using Klarna, of all things, in order to steal people's money.
If you've got Klarna, you're going to want to listen, because I just got scammed. Even though I said to them on the phone, I don't want to confirm my details because I think you might be a scammer. So they called me on no caller ID, obviously telling me that they was Klarna, and they told me that there was a suspicious login on my account, and if I know anyone that potentially would be logging in.
I mean, why would someone ruin their own credit when they can ruin someone else's credit? I'm not for it. I'm not here supporting it, but I see how you get here, right? Like, I can clearly see how you get from, like, people realize that it's really easy to scam Klarna for money, but oh no, alas, they come back because they have the whole credit fucking bureaus to, like, fight their fight for them, and they'll come and pillage your shit. So when someone's fucked up their credit and fucked up the credit of everyone they know and that's close to them and that they love, they're probably going to go fucking up someone else's credit. So this doesn't seem very shocking to me. This seems very piecemeal. Like, I can see how we get here. I'm not here supporting it, but I can see how we go from, like, where we were to here really quick.
From Manchester. Obviously, I said no. He then proceeds to say, okay, I'll have a look into this for you. And he says, oh, let me just confirm a few details. He said, can you confirm that your postcode is blah, blah, blah? It was correct. But I responded and said, I'm sorry. I said, but I don't want to confirm any of my details to you because you could be a scammer. He responded and said, I completely understand. I can confirm a few other details for you, like your full address and your email address. And I said, no, that's not really sufficient. Is there anything else we can do? I then suggested, can you email me from your Klarna email so I could obviously use the email address and check it on Google or check my previous emails because obviously I've used Klarna before. And he responded with, yes, what I can do for you is send you a verification code. No, I know, I should have thought about it there. I did a bit because I already thought it was a scam. So he sent me the code and then said to me, which made it more believable, was that don't ever read this code out to me. Don't share this code with anyone. But if you just put it into your keypad on your phone, then it will, like, confirm on his side of the screen. So I was thinking about it and I thought, oh, surely, like, I'm sure that, like, my bank does this. So it must be legit. So I stupidly put the code into the keypad. He then proceeds to say, I'm going to send you another one, but via text.
This is just like the people that do this to, like, remember when people were getting their YouTube accounts popped? Like, this is the same spiel. Like, so this is the same spiel that got used on Wendigoon. Wendigoon got popped this way. Like, holy shit. Wendy's fun. I like Wendy's content.
Here's a video of me. Here's the details on the paper.
I thought the WEN was related to my name. But yeah, that video was real. It was the verification thing I said, and apologized to him for believing him to be a scammer. That's how hook, line, and sinker he had me.
The way the camera is set up in this video.
Right. Don't try to fuck with Wendy. That's all.
Maybe the Satanist using it here is implying that the death of the children is the ultimate sacrifice.
Something just dropped in my room. Holy shit.
What'd you say? God. Did you say something dropped in the room?
Dude, a box dropped off my shelf.
Don't be mean to Wendy. Because Wendy will fuck. Like, Wendy fucks. Wendy fucks, okay? Don't fuck with Wendy. Okay, cool. Thanks. It's gonna ring at me and I'm gonna look at it like, you're clearly high, right? You're clearly high. Was it it was 2 months ago. Oh, it would help if I could spell, wouldn't it? I guess. But like, god damn it. This is 2 years ago. 3 years, 2 months. More pyro.
Wendigoon put out an update I wanted to go over. A severe and continuous lapse in judgment.
Hello everyone, it's me, no longer a scammer, I think, probably. So to give you all a explanation as to what happened, first step to get out of the way, I'm stupid, I'm a very dumb and silly man, and that's what caused this to happen. So I was
Wendigoon stuff is wild, had been tracking the wallets related to the hacker for some time before this. They've been getting...
Someone won't stop calling, hold on.
But now I've gone over by 3.
I don't need a person, I got moans.
Any formal education, I had a real chance to be successful in any discipline related to robotics. Why did you have to be a winner? You can be killed.
You think it's because dead people make good fertilizer?
He was honest, so that's why he wrote nursery rhymes into robotics. Words.
I guess sometimes certain things get misinterpreted.
So, just to tie it all together again.
Video,
Here's a video of me. Here's the details on the paper. I thought the WEN was related to my name. But yeah, that video was real. It was the verification thing I said. And apologize to him for believing him to be a scammer. That's how...
I know that CoffeeZilla covered this. I know that had to be the way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my straight up punch me in the face shit. Anywho's.
Do the same thing and Punk does this.
This is the same shit that got Wendy. Just it happens to YouTubers when they're getting their accounts stolen. It's the same shtick, the same spiel. It's the same, here's how we're gonna fake verify you. It's the same lead up. It's the same outcome of compromise of an account. Like, you realize that people can like decode DTMF, right? Like I can do that in my head. I will know what buttons you're pressing because I happen to like be kind of clever about that and I know what buttons you press.
So it must be legit.
It's just music.
So I stupidly put the code into the keypad. He then proceeds to say, I'm going to send you another one, but via text. Just do the same thing and put it into the keypad. Don't tell me the code whatsoever. You don't need to do that. We will never ask for your code. I did the same with the text. Now, he kept saying it's not working, and we did it about 4 times. And I think on the 5th try, he said, we'll try one last time, and if it doesn't work, we'll have to try something else. So I did it for the last time, and then he put the phone down. And that's when I knew instantly, and I was like, great. So I contacted actual customer services, Klarna, got their number, and then they did confirm to me that we will never ask for your code via a keypad or verbally. So just to never confirm it. So they've obviously deactivated my account now.
And I could be wrong, but y'all tell me what y'all think happened. It sounds to me like Klarna wasn't the person she was sending the code back.
No shit. This same thing happens to fucking Wendy. Like, legit, bro. This same shit happens to Wendy. Like, it's fucking heartbreaking.
Here's a video of me. Here's the details on the paper. I thought the WEN was related to my name. But yeah, that video was real. It was the verification thing I said. And apologize to him for believing him to be a scammer. That's how hook, line, and sinker he had me.
The way the camera is set up in this video, I look like I'm about 4 feet tall, and I'm about to talk about how I got my first 500-meter swimming medal.
Yep, that was a cut to fucking lovely. Oh, please tell me you just link the fucking sources. Oh my gosh. Do you even have the video's name on screen? Screen?
Helping me set this up with a link to the website that the coin was actually being hosted on. Now, ads, you know, with the date and the name and the code.
Yeah, so people have been doing this for crypto scams for a while.
YouTuber, it's bound to happen. Like, for example, this TikTok that was literally posted on the subreddit, and this isn't real. It's entirely an AI deepfake. And the scariest thing is this ploy seems to have still got half of Twitter thinking that it was AI. I mean,
it was the scammer. So then the scammer, because they had her phone number, because they knew who to call, who to scam, her information was probably leaked somewhere. And once they got that code, they were able to do whatever they needed to do. This is very interesting. I need to go to the comments. Okay, so one of the top comments says, this just happened to me. How many people is this happening to? Has this happened to anybody that's watching this video? I just got to know. And they go on to say, but then I realized it, then clicked log out of all windows as soon as I realized, and then had them calling me back. What? And somebody else underneath says, I had this happen twice now. And then the second time I got verbally A-worded. So the scammer cussed you out because they wasn't able to scam? That's what it sounds like. And you know what? I think I know what happened.
And honestly, that is how it would go down.
Here. They were mad that you was catching on, and then some of them scammers, when you try to play with them and mess with them back, or you're not allowing yourself to be scammed, all of a sudden they got an attitude. Somebody here says this just happened to me, and they took 299 pounds from my account. Oh no! Apparently, this is just something that's been happening to a lot of people. Yeah, if you got Klarna, be safe out there. Whew. And I'm not gonna lie, for the longest, I thought that y'all just wanted to scam Klarna and not pay them their money back, run off on the plug, you know. But some of y'all.
But it's not surprising, because if people are using Klarna for that, someone has already scammed Klarna out of themselves, their family, their mother, their sister, their brother, their daughter, their son, their uncle, their auntie, their child, their fucking best friend. They fucked up so many people's credit by now. No shit. That, like, of course someone has saturated the market of available fucking marks in their area and has branched out to taking on new fucking people to fuck with. Like, clearly, that's how we're gonna fucking go here. Like, I don't see how we don't go from, like, yeah, people are scamming Klarna, to, well, people are gonna fuck their credit over, and when you now owe Klarna $500,000, it's a lot easier to pay back if you steal it from everyone. In the short term, then you have to go to jail. But, you know, they'll learn about paper hanging later. That's not now, that's later. Why would they learn about paper hanging before they do it? Why would they learn that they're fucking with, like, things that they can't fucking handle? Why would they fucking bother? Why would they ever? That's wild. Why would anyone make the consideration that because someone has saturated their available scam targets, they might be branching out to random motherfuckers they don't know after saturating the market of people they did know? Right? Like, that's just how you do. It's not appropriate. You shouldn't do it. But let's be fucking real. When you're out of marks, you're gonna find some marks. You shouldn't do it. You really fucking shouldn't. But it's an understandable thing that you're gonna do. Even though we beg you, beseech you, and plead with you to not do it.
Are actually getting scammed by scammers pretending to be Klarna. Now, this I didn't have this on the bingo card for 2025.
Klarna scammed me. I've seen a few videos about this since I've had a look on TikTok, so I thought I'd just share my experience just in case it helps anybody else as well. So I had a call from a no-caller ID, and he told me that his name was Josh from Klarna's fraud team.
Josh from
He said,
Klarna.
did you try and make a transaction a couple of days ago for so-and-so amount? It came from a different area, and because of that, we've declined it. And I said, no, it wasn't me. And he told me 3 different charges that people had apparently tried to make on my account. And they were all going higher and higher in value. One of them were me. He said, okay, they tried to do it off of a old credit card of yours, credit card number ending in so-and-so and so-and-so. And they also put it through on a mobile number ending in 4 digits, which used to be an old phone number of mine. So they did actually have some information quite accurate. So this was like quite rushed, and I can see what they were doing. They were trying to build a sense of urgency. And he said, right, I've sent you a code on to your phone. Have you got it?
This person's disambiguating the different things that they'd be doing in an attempt to, like, scam them appropriately, though. So there is that. Like, I do have a lot of respect in my heart for them going so far as to explain how come this happens like this. You know? I respect
And I said, yeah.
I respect
and,
them.
Like, pretty much from when he was building up these different charges, that it was a scam. And he said to me, can you send me the code that we've sent? And I said, no, I'm not sending you the code. I think I'll just call Klarna myself if that's the case. And he goes, yeah, okay, that's fine. But can you just send me the code? And I was like, well, no, because that's not safe. Like, I will just call Klarna myself. Anyway, then he just turned from his customer service voice to his road voice.
Yeah, no, I've had someone try to, like, even when people are legitimately trying to gain access to something that's theirs, I've had someone, like, turn and just start, like, how do I phrase this? They went from, hello, you can help me, to calling me every fucking racial slur they could dig for in as little time as they could scrounge them up. They went off the map. They started just picking shit. It got fucking wild. Like, there was... Bro, like, dude, man, guy with the face. It was fucking bonkers. Like, they went from, hey, can you help me, to calling me every and mind you, they came in with every fucking pejorative you would hear if you've bounced between the West Coast, the East Coast, UK. They just came at me with fucking viciousness. And that was someone who legitimately should have accessed what they were getting into. But the downside is, sometimes people get real angry, real hangry, real mad and moldy, you know? And when that happens, what do you think they do? Well, they do some unhinged shite. It's a little bit much, but it's what people do. We don't encourage it, but it's very understandable that even if someone needs something, which they might need the money, they might literally be at the cusp of losing everything they know, have, and hold dear. But here's the thing. I don't give a shit. Like, don't be a dickhead. Fuck off. You fucking goobers. Like, the fuck? Nah, brother. That is not the fucking way. We do not act like that to others.
And it was horrible to me. He was racist to me, even though it was completely
called it
wrong with his racial slurs. And he
called it.
Said I was wasting his time. And yeah, he was just really aggressive to me on the phone.
Can you imagine the nerve of somebody getting mad because they ain't scamming good enough and cussing you out? Calling
I called it.
You out your name? The audacity. You trying to steal my money. How you got an attitude when you need me? I'm the one selling all the records. Like, the disrespect is at an all-time high. And then y'all got the nerve to be scamming in this economy. I'm really tired of people scamming. Because I'm looking around to the left and to the right. Everybody I know and everybody I talk to seem to be needing all their money. I don't care how much money they got. They want it all. And here people go calling your phone with a sob story, with a lie, with the Klarna scam. The people you trying to scam need money just as much as you. They just not scamming people to get it. Well, some people ain't. I won't say everybody won't scam to get
some people do scam for it, though.
money, because they definitely will. I'm just saying, beg talk or beg tube. I'm going to call it beg tube because ain't nobody coined beg tube yet. I'm coining it today. Beg tube is YouTube begging. Y'all out of pocket. Literally. But scamming on Klarna? How do you scam on a buy now, pay later service in the first place? And it's no shade to anybody that use Klarna or buy now, pay later services, especially
it is some
when
shade
you really
to people who scam. No, I have a lot of shade for people who blow the fuck up and escalate shit, and motherfuckers who scam motherfuckers for their shit. There is shade for you. There is no hate. There is no pink lemonade in my house today, but there is some fucking shade, so fuck yourselves.
Need it. And if
get good. It's like when people try to roll up in this dream like, hey, do you want to look at my portfolio? Do I want you to log my IP adder and be weird for a month? No, I'd rather not.
You're using it responsibly, right? But I'm just thinking to myself, a lot of people that use Klarna are using it because they don't have money. Why would you want to scam people who don't have money? Unless you just assume that they're less intelligent than everyone else because they're using Klarna. And that's no shots to anybody that uses Klarna. I don't want no smoke with y'all. Why would that be the person you want to scam? I don't know.
Just to anybody out there, if you get any calls from Klarna fraud team, it is not Klarna fraud team. It is a scam.
That's really sad. And her pin curls came out really cute. You want to know what's interesting about this? In her comments, she's saying she got called.
No, her shit's really pretty and well put together. I have hella respect.
The keyword. And then Josh the Klarna.
Oh yeah, no, I got called the fucking... Yeah, no, I got called the word that people should not call people from Pakistan as well. And also one that was someone trying to take a shit on Indian people. And one about people like shitting on my fucking mom's fucking homeland. And they called me the fucking J slur. And then also after that, I got called. They just bounced around, bro. Like they didn't give a fuck. And meanwhile, I, like iDubbbz, also agree that it's either all okay or none of it's okay. And I just happened to believe that none of it's okay. And I think that that's fine. I don't get mean to people who do shit. I just get mean to people who, like, call for help and then start yelling at you and then become remarkably mean. Like, that's different, you know? Like, I can have some patience and respect for motherfuckers who are just, like, living life and fucking about. What I have very little patience for are the motherfuckers that decide that now they are going to, because they are upset, explicitly go out of their way purely for no other reason than to be a dickhead a dickhead in the bed. And they're affected. Like, you think Fed posting looks weird. Wait till you see that when it's like someone who you don't know if they're trying to get help or trying to like make a fucking last stand. Right? It's like, what the fuck are you doing, brother? What the fuck are you and what's wrong with you?
Klarna scammer said he is sick of people like me taking all the jobs. What? So let me get this straight. You set up a scam on Klarna of all places because you are tired of people taking all the jobs? And then this comment underneath is me. Oh, I like to waste their time for entertainment purposes when I'm a bit bored. Me too. Told one I was blind. She said I was blind. I can't see.
Oh my gosh. No, I love when they try to do, oh my gosh, I don't have anything clever to do for the current iteration of scams. But like back in the motherfucking day, y'all, when it was about your fucking car insurance, I can't drive. I might pass out and have like a panic attack and my brain turns off. And if you do that behind a wheel intentionally and knowingly, you're a dickhead. So anyways, if you know better and you still do it, you're a piece of shit. I make sure I can drive in case of emergency, but still legally? Yeah, I will. But like, I don't want to like, so I will make sure that I do license myself to drive one of these days. But like, that's in case of emergency. Like if I'm in the car with someone and they pass out, I have some modicum of proficiency. It's just like, I'm the least likely to panic attack and doze off if I'm doing something for someone else. And I'm way more prone to like lose my shit if it's just me chilling, you know? So whatever. Like, sorry, I'm more prone to lose my shit if it's just me. Like, if it's a selfish serving thing, I might, like, it could just clock out. But if it's like, hey, this person's in danger, you better fucking get your shit together, I will hold my shit. If it's, hey, this system is breaking, I will get my shit together. If it's, hey, you need to go call an ambulance for someone or contact the police for them now, I got that. That's fine. It's the moment that I get anxious and it's only me that's the problem. We need that to never transpire. If it's something else that's meaningful and mirthful, I got you. If it's just my bitch ass, I might fucking not have regulation and it could go pretty weird.
And I couldn't read the code, but I could try, I guess, if he liked. Man, I'm telling you, I done said some stuff to some of them because I really feel like they don't have no shame.
Oh yeah, for the fucking like phone ones though, about your fucking car insurance, I'd be like, yeah, I drive a hearse and an M1 Abrams or some shit, bro. Like, especially the M1 Abrams. That one is, like, passed down amidst the crew. Just tell them, yeah, I drive an M1 Abrams. I'm trying to get insurance on it. Those who know, and they will just shut up and hang up on you. And those who don't know have just walked themselves into some bullshit.
And it be groups of them. They just sit in the whole room. You can hear them, like, talking.
But you gotta lead them up with something moderately believable. So a hearse is like, okay, you can kind of hook, line, and sinker them in. They know the brand even if they don't know what it is. They'll hear it and it'll click. But the moment you say M1 Abrams, there's going to be one knucklehead, jarhead who decided to fucking help out with a scam who's going to be like, I can't do this, I'm done. Goodbye. And they'll hang up on you and you're done.
To each other in the background, the lag on the phone and everything, they answering all late. They take turns calling you. One person call you, they didn't scam you good enough. So then somebody else calling you trying to scam. I had one person try to call my phone talking about some vacation thing or a vacation package or something like that. And I was like, you should be ashamed of yourself. And then they really cussed me out when I said you should be ashamed of yourself. But they should. They really should be ashamed. But they're not. And I understand people need money. I be thinking about the old women,
Wait, the ones that killed their husbands with nicotine extracts? I think about them a lot too. I think they're weird as fuck and need to have more criticism.
Men,
they don't get enough hate. Speaking of shit that needs to be fucking criticized.
People say they're gullible. They're just old. Like, they actually might not know that they're being scammed at this point. You know, as you get older, the brain don't work the same way it used to.
I mean, and also having to keep up with a consistently iterating stream of attacks, at some point you are going to saturate your mind's cognitive ability to like consistently both iterate on your past experiences with context of what you're going through now. And you're going to find yourself in a debacle, not a toboggan, where you just have to question it for long enough that someone's going to slip it through. Like, remember, this happened to Wendy. Like, Wendigoon. This happened to this motherfucker too. So, like, don't even.
Here's a video of me. Here's the details on the paper. I thought the WEN was related to my name. But yeah, that video was real. It was the verification thing I sent. And apologized to him for believing him to be a scammer. That's how hook, line, and sinker he had me.
The way the camera is set up in this video, I look like I'm about 4 feet tall, and I'm about to talk about how I got my first 500-meter swimming medal. I've been trying to mess with this camera for the best part of 30 minutes, and I can't do it. But anyways, now if you've seen from the title of the video, the Wendigoon situation situation is crazy, insane, sad, whatever buzzword I put in there. But recently, Wendigoon was actually hacked as part of a crypto rug pulling scheme. Now, usually when a YouTuber gets hacked, you know, their account gets hijacked, it promotes some coin or like Elon Musk for some reason, and then it goes back to normal. No one cares. Everyone moves on. But the reason why I'm talking about this with Wendigoon is because the extent that these people went to actually promote the coin, at one point even using like what seems to be AI deepfakes to try to pretend to be Wendigoon to back up like the legitimacy of their hack.
Here's a video of me, my face.
Brave statement.
Extra steps to verify or whatever to on X. And all of the link I have done a lot of my manager. So he like puts me on hold for a minute, and then he comes back later and he's like, okay, my manager said just to send another one. So he sends another one, and again he's like, the numbers aren't correct, and he was like, okay, we can verify this another way. And he was like, we're going to send you another email. Once again, the email's from like support-Twitter or whatever. He says, okay, we've sent you this other one. If you could click on the link.
The part about the Wendigoon one that's wild is that Twitter used to own support-Twitter. But when it got bought up in exchange for X, a lot of the brand stuff got left derelict. So a domain that used to be actually utilized for this platform no longer functions because of Mr. Musk's move fast and break things approach going a little bit. See, that's good to have in your engineers, but you need like management that can wrangle them. Like at a point, you need to not be the person in charge saying, let's move fast and break things. And you need to let someone else move fast and break shit, and you're supposed to wrangle them in so they don't do something unhinged, unharangadanged. But for real, like you have to. Have you seen what engineering people do? One of them lies about being an engineer on YouTube for a fucking career, calls himself a video engineer too, just not in Ontario and on Ontarian and on. He does talk about Anon a lot for somebody that can't give the shorty their respect. But like anyways, so like one of them is like a fake engineer, and then the rest of the engineers are just like, this is why you shouldn't trust software. It's because people like fucking people who do Inginaring make it. And have you seen what Inginaring people do? It's fucking weird. Like, would you trust me to give you a fully functional thing without pushback from a motherfucker that is like, hey, stop this. Hey, bitch, please stop, plop, stop, bitch, stop. No, you need a person to look at me and be like, bitch, stop. Like, dude, Elon's move fast and break shit thing did kick ownership of a domain that directly was utilized in the compromise of Wendigoon's attack. The attack against him, rather, to be very specific.
And all of the link, I have done a lot of like stuff with Twitter before, where you have like the blacks, or since it's been X, you have the black screen with like the logo at the top of the page. It looked like any other screen I would log on to on X. And also whenever I signed up for premium, or like the blue check mark on Twitter or X, whatever, they had me send in pictures of myself. They had, you know, like whenever you sign up, it's like send a picture or whatever. So I'm going through the stuff and I'm on the phone with him and I say, hey, what's it asking me to do? What's all this? And he's like, well, remember when you signed up to get your check mark, you had to do a picture. We're just taking extra steps to verify. You have to write down your name, the date, and the code we're sending you.
So you can probably tell what this led to next. The infamous video with him holding up the notepad and basically saying, yep, guys, this is me. So they got this clip of him to try and verify that it was his
wearing a vest
identity, and they have taken it completely out of context to try and shill their coin. And that for me is like really, really scary because honestly,
I thought the WEN was related to my name. In hindsight, it's incredibly stupid because that's so clearly a crypto thing, but I wasn't.
Too. And a lot of them didn't grow up with the technology we have now. I mean, just think about how many of them are on the phone talking to them like, yeah, you know my name, my phone number, my address, you know all this information. Yeah, you got to be legit, right? Why wouldn't you?
People still think social security numbers are secure, but you can reverse engineer those like a motherfucker. We just don't talk about how. Much like we don't talk about how fragile, fickle, and frail the United States food infrastructure is and how close it is to collapse at every given moment. Like, these things are very well understood by people who would have to touch them. but we just don't talk about it a lot because it makes people want to stop fucking breathing sometimes. It's really fucking bleak and grim. So then you just have to remind yourself, well, it's always been fucked up, and at least now we're able to work on it. And then you're like, okay, we're gonna be okay. But then next thing you remember, it's like, oh shit, but the people that cut the checks don't give a fuck as long as they make revenue. And then you're like, oh, mopedy mope McMope. Mopedy mope pants over here, and then next thing you know, you're chilling again because you're like, well, fuck it, it's been a long time, it's gonna keep being a long time, shit's been fucked, shit's gonna stay fucked, who the fuck gives a shit, fuck around, who the fuck cares, fuck off world. And you just find yourself wanting to stop touching computers, and now you just want to fucking work with wood in the forest, and you want to chop trees with your lumberjack friend, and you're like, you know what, this man always dressed like a lumberjack and had a lumberjack beard, and now he's fucking doing lumberjack shit. I should have chilled with this motherfucker the whole time. Fuck everything else, man. And then next thing you know, it's all better. And that's how computers work.
You be whole time they don't even know that their information been leaked on the dark web or something crazy. Might have been part of AT&T or something. One of them people who got breached. And the next thing you know,
Oh, it's not just that AT&T got breached. It's that the fucking federal wiretap services got breached. And those, like, the places where they install them, it's where people do RAN sharing, right? So it's not just that it's the individual internet service or telephone service providers. It's that they rent time on their platform to other companies. So now it's every company that has rented from those companies that has been proliferated. Because that's how come I can call my ISP. They don't have to put up a new tower. They just have to know, hey, I have bad reception. And federally, they're mandated if I have shitty reception to install good reception in my area. And so they have to now purchase. If you have bad reception, you should be aware of this. They now have to purchase band time on another tower that is efficient, or they have to purchase and install a whole new thing. It's usually cheaper to just do like RAN sharing, so they end up leveraging someone else's fucking computational and airtime at another place and just getting a contract with them. So now when that person gets popped, well, now my telco gets popped. This is how this has gone for like over 30, almost 30 fucking years. It has been this fucking week. And I've never been surprised because I grew up in this muck. I never gave a shit. I loved people and wanted them to be well. But at the end of the day, it's always been this fucked, if not more fucked. And we are slowly irking ourselves out of it bit by bit. And it will take over 30, 80 years to see the change that we want. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm in it for the long haul, and I'm in it to fucking win it.
You getting call after call after call, and you're just like, huh?
Wasn't even thinking that because I thought that this was like 3 levels of verified or safe or whatever. So I write it down and I record a short little video where I'm holding it up and saying like, yes, this is me. And then I push it, I take that video I just did and send it back through the portal they sent me for verification. And then a blue ring spins and it's like being verified. And then once it gets verified safe that I'm the correct user, he's like, okay, we couldn't talk about what the issue with your account was before, but we can talk about it now. So now that I'm verified as the actual owner, so he spends like 15 minutes with me on the phone explaining how like, well, it seems like you logged into a device on perhaps a computer or a friend's laptop, and the cookie from that was used to gather your data through this means. So then that data got passed on to data brokers, and he talked to me for like 10-15 minutes about how to be safe online. At the end of the call, I thanked the guy and apologized to him for believing him to be a scammer. That's how hook, line, and sinker he had me.
And I would bet they just told you the modality of one of their ops.
I get done with the phone call, record some of the video, and then I'm out on a trip with my parents, and then I get like 12 emails in a row that are like, your X password has been reset, requesting X, or like a password request sent, forgot my password request sent, over and over. And then it says like, you have timed out X's password system. So then sure enough, I open Twitter and I'm logged out of the account. When I try to request a new password, it says too many attempts, you can't do it. So I had to wait 24 hours to change the password.
Guys, it's almost just scammed. I like to think that
it's the same song and dance, but it's done to more people. Now, I'm not saying the YouTuber thing doesn't happen to a lot of people, Because actually it does. The only thing different is the payload you insert at the end of it, right? It's like, what's the goal? Is it to get their Klarna? And then since you've now scammed everyone, since you've now taken your credit score, the credit score of your spouse, of your mother, of your mother-in-law, of your father, of your daughter, of your fucking son, of your niece, of your nephew, of your cousin, of your best friend, of your least favorite person, and the one random person you scammed in town, I don't see how when that is the atmosphere we are residing in, I don't see how you don't just quickly and understand that, like, yeah, people are now going to be trying to leverage Klarna to take other people's credit scores that they don't know. Because now that they've taken all of their loved ones' money and put them in a horrible place, well, now they can't do that anymore because they'd feel bad. So now they have to do it to other people. Don't do any of that shit, please. It's just that, like, I know the proliferance of how broken shit is. And sometimes I find catharsis in just bitching about it and being like, but it's fine.
Quite like with it when it comes to
like the outcome isn't fine. Clearly this person's been given through the ringer and they deserve better. But like, it's not like it's strange that we're here.
phone calls and scammers and stuff like that.
Scammers.
More scams. So I had a phone
Scammers and stuff like that.
call about 10 minutes ago from a withheld number, and they said they were from Klarna.
Klarna.
And I was like, okay, I'm in his Klarna for like 2 or 3 years. His name was Josh, and he said, someone's just tried using your Klarna account from London twice today. And I was like, right, okay. So he knew my address, he knew like my name. And he said, to secure your account, I need to send you a code to your WhatsApp. So I was like, right, okay. So the code came through, and it was from, I'll first screenshot you, a genuine Klarna account with a verified tech and everything.
Y'all, she's getting scammed by the same Josh that was in the other video. This woman just posted this right here 6 hours ago. The other person that got scammed by Josh was scammed last month. And then I want to say the other one might have been January. Josh is on a roll. It sounds like
Josh is going slow.
It sounds like he got a market, probably over there in the UK or something. And he's scamming everybody over there. What the heck is going on? And yeah, I'm gonna put the number up because I need to see something. Klarna, this your number? Because if this is Klarna's number, this should be public information. And yeah, that's...
I'm doing my part. Anyways, so here's the thing. Even if you get a burner number and you go to a gas station, they have cameras, they have transaction records, people will trace that money down. When it starts to go into thousands or tens of thousands of dollars, when you start to breach into tens of thousands of dollars from a company, and they can go at you for fucking grand theft, oh, I bet your fucking best fucking gusset, they're gonna fucking fuck you so hard you don't have teeth anymore. They're gonna fuck your fucking chompers out. Enjoy. Because now you've done like a fucking thing where if they can legally pursue you, do know that they will. They have customers to protect, a name to uphold, a reputation to cultivate. And if they let anything get in the way, they're letting their customers and their stockholders down. And now you have made yourself the biggest fucking mark. So for what it's fucking worth and for how it's gone down, here's 2 things you should be fucking remembering right now. Just don't trust people and don't click shit. And make people go through extent and rigor. If it is legitimate, they will bust ass over weeks, over months. You can piss them off once and they'll still come for you. Like, I doubt a lot of shit. You know, like I've doubted a hospital bill before. And I was like, well, they can just take information off X and Y, so I don't believe this. And I made them go through the long haul. Like, they had to get in touch with my local representation, my local government reps. They had to get in touch through them because I was bitchy and not trusting shit. As long as it's legit, they are willing to go through that extent and rigor. As long as it is for an appropriate goal that isn't a fucking lie or a fallacy, it's worth it for them. And I say if they're being shady, give them as many chances as you can to fuck up everything they fucking touch, breathe, and believe in. Give them a chance to ruin themselves and take themselves to ruination. They don't need help, but they will sure as fuck get it.
have a verified tick and everything.
A genuine Klarna account with a verified tick and everything.
Oh, also,
I don't know
you
why
can
the alarm
like
bells
you
were
can
ringing.
just take their old numbers, like how I mentioned that Wendy got popped in part because fucking Mr. Musk sold off
And
like
I
the
remember
IP
watching something before.
in such a way that resulted in like no longer owning an email address that got to be used by the company. So Twitter-support used to be in use by the company, but now they've lost that branding edge. So now it's being levied to fuck with people. Okay, well,
Quickly, the account put up
I mean, for what it's worth, if you want to buy a domain, you need to like put money down. So
a crypto
you become more and more findable.
scam right away. The hackers who got a hold of my account. So I told Hunter.
Unless you know someone who literally types in the domain registration themselves, in which case you've given yourself about 2 more minutes of freedom before the fucking jaws of justice come clamping in on your fucking nutsack. Enjoy.
You know, my buddy who has like a following on the
Yeah,
platform.
2 seconds and you take someone down with you. Yep, that's about
I
it.
asked if he could tweet that this is a scam, and he did. Thank you, Hunter. And then my wife also tweeted that it was a scam. And pretty quickly, I think because enough people reported it, the entire account got like locked. And the reason I say that is because initially when they took a hold of the account, it had become like a link to their crypto project and my entire bio got removed. But after I guess a bunch of people reported it and the tweet with the scam went down, my bio went back to how it was. So I guess Twitter locked everyone out of the account and reapplied my old bio, which I didn't even know they could do. That's interesting.
That you should never give out your one-time security code. That is like for you only. So I basically said to him, like, I'm really not comfortable giving you this code over the phone. Is there any other way we can verify it? And he kind of on me. So I sent a screenshot to ChatGPT, as you do, and she was like, nope, that's a scam. And I couldn't believe it because you think that you're safe, like, having a text message from a verified WhatsApp account. Like, I'm absolutely blown away how prevalent these scammers are.
As far as I know, anybody can make a WhatsApp account. I didn't know that there's verified checks like Instagram, like YouTube.
I had no idea. Wait, YouTube has verified checks? Oh shit, there's one right here. Holy
What
shit.
do you need a verification
Bro,
on
that's
WhatsApp for?
bananas.
You know what? Probably for stuff like this. But nonetheless, how the scammer get one? I don't know.
So I typed into TikTok, Klarna scam, and it turns out it's happening to a lot of people. So
I'm a YouTuber. Did you know that I'm a YouTuber? Did you know that I am a 1 viewer Andy, 2 hundo sub, barely cracking our fucking half of that in fucking views YouTuber? I didn't know you could get a check mark. That's weird.
Like what?
I don't know stuff.
Not sure.
He was honest. Just like your phone.
I don't know things.
If you've got a Klarna account and you get a phone call like from a withheld number and they ask you for that code, do not give it to them, guys. I'm so glad I never, because the amount of people on there that were saying, I gave my code and they ordered like iPhones and stuff like that, and it's taken months and months for people to get their money back instead. So it's like frightening, isn't it? It is really frightening because I know people out there who could be quite vulnerable. I'm quite like wise and good with scammers, but I can see how people would be fooled into giving over that number, especially coming from a verified account. So stay safe out there. It's full of scammers.
Now, Josh should be ashamed of himself. I don't know who you are, but you need to be locked under the jail because I'm sure you done ran off on so many people with their money. A whole Klarna scam with a whole bunch of people coming on TikTok saying, hey, it was some dude named Mr. Josh. The block looking kind of hot for you. Where's the FBI? Now, for those of y'all who really watch my channel, y'all know how I
mean, not just the FBI. Like, at some point, you will piss off Interpol. At some point, you will piss them off. Good luck. Holy shit, good luck. Have fun hiding out in Yemen. Enjoy your time hanging out with that one dude from fucking Hassan's stream. Have fun hanging out with that Yemeni 21-year-old. Enjoy. Have fun.
Really feel about
They can hide in Yemen. It's fine. I heard there's a KFC there.
But nonetheless, I'm still here to help you guys. I also don't want to see you in debt because you got scammed. So this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, but the scammers probably want to scam themselves out of debt because they probably scammed themselves into debt by not appreciating credit for what it is worth and realized that they can get the bag and live real fast and loose in the moment. And, you know, as long as they dole it all out in terms of services purchased, then at some point, they might be paying someone they know. I'd hate to be that person because you're going to get found too, but it'll take like a few minutes longer. I'm sure someone investigating will have fun tearing through every new stand-up seller that has not had a history of selling, and everyone who might have been able to associate with them. I'm wondering if someone's gonna actually make this their fucking whole, like, nerd task for a weekend. Somebody's gonna fuck up so many people's lives, and probably already has. Like, definitely they've hit people they're scamming. But, like, don't forget, like, you don't get to the point of, like, scamming random people unless you have done something where you now need to scam people for the fucking coffers, or at least would greatly benefit from it. So, I just wonder what fucking horrible mayhem they've wreaked upon their fucking local area, their family and friends, their loved ones, the people that trusted them the most. And now they're doing it, and then to themselves too, no doubt. But now I wonder, like, those are the parts that intrigue me. It's like, how many people do they know whose lives they have fucked up because of their poor choices now? That's wild.
We're on Klarna's website. And what's that say right there? Protect yourselves from fraud and scams. Now, there's actually a button right here that says report a scam. So I guess for all those people that have encountered Mr. Josh and his low down dirty self, you can go on here and hit report a scam. Because it's way too many of y'all. One is more than enough. So somebody need to hit report. Now, it says here, be careful with your personal information. Never give out your codes. So this is according to Klarna, not me, not the internet. It also says don't give out the passwords or your personal information unless you are sure of who you are dealing with. If somebody call you, talk about, I'm with the fraud department and my name is Mr. Josh, we not acquaintances. I don't know you. And here's just another tip in general if you think you're being scammed. If you say, hey, I'm gonna call you guys back, and they're like, hey, no, they're trying to keep you on the phone. No, you can't call us back. That's probably a scammer. You have the direct number to your bank, Klarna, whatever the case may be. Call them. Better safe than sorry. If it's really them, they'll know why you call it. But you'll see a lot of times when you call them back, they'll be like, no, that wasn't us. And it says here, Klarna will never ask for your credentials over the phone, email, or SMS. They said they'll never ask. And look at Klarna here with the education. It says, what is a scam? Well, let's find out. Because we don't want to miss any opportunities to educate. Now it says here, a scam is an attempt by criminals. Y'all are criminals. To trick you into sending money, sharing personal information, or giving access to your accounts by impersonating a trusted person. That is you, Mr. Josh. You are not with Klarna. You are not on the fraud department. And it says here are some below common scams you should be aware of. Now it says here, phishing is a form of social engineering where scammers trick you into revealing personal information by pretending to be from trusted companies like Klarna. These messages come via email, SMS, or phone calls and often contain urgent warnings like account locked or suspended. They'll also say things like unusual activity detected or invoice overdue. They typically include links that appear legitimate but lead to fake websites designed to steal your details. Lord have mercy. There's so many on here. And I want to go over this one right here because this is what we are seeing in this video. It's an impersonation scam. And it says here, in impersonation scam, fraudsters pretend to be legitimate organizations like Klarna, government agencies like tax offices, banks, police, tech support, or delivery company.
Yeah, no, like if that ever were to happen, I would end up in my federal or state government's messages like, okay, now you're sure it's you, right? Like, I would actually talk with them first. I have talked with them first. There are things in life you will do which make it more likely that people will try to scam you. And when you do those things, you'll know what they are, and until then, try to relax. Learn about how shit goes down and just educate yourself. That way you can protect you and yours, and it'll all be fine.
Companies. Now, I wanted to share this part because this was related to what we just seen. It says here, they may contact you by phone, email, or text and use urgent messages like account suspended or payment overdue to pressure you into sending sensitive details.
Here's a video of me. Here's the details on the paper.
I thought the WEN was related to my name. But yeah, that video was real. It was the verification thing I sent and apologized to him for believing him to be a scammer. I thought the WEN was related to my name. In hindsight, it's incredibly stupid because that's so clearly a crypto thing, but I wasn't even thinking that because I thought that this was like 3 levels of verified or safe or whatever. So I write it down and I record a short little video where I'm holding it up and saying like, yes, this is me. And then I take that video I just did and send it back through the portal they sent me for verification. And then a blue ring spins and it's like being verified. And then once it gets verified safe that I'm the correct user, he's like, okay, we couldn't talk about what the issue with your account was before, but we can talk about it now. So now that I'm verified as the actual owner, so he spends like 15 minutes with me on the phone explaining how like, well, it seems like you logged into a device on perhaps a computer or a friend's laptop, and the cookie from that was used to gather your data through this. So then that data got passed on to data brokers, and he talked to me for like 10-15 minutes about how to be safe online. At the end of the call, I think thank the guy and apologize to him for believing him to be a scammer. That's how blind and anger he had. I get on a phone call, record some video, and then I'm out on a trip with my parents, and then I get like 12 emails in a row that are like, your X password has been reset, requesting X, or like a password request, forgot my password request over and over, and it says like, you timed out X's password system, so then sure enough I went to Twitter, and I'm logged out of the account. When I try to request a new password, it says 2 minutes, and you can't do it. So I had to wait 24 hours to change the password. So quickly, the account put up a crypto scam, by the way. The hacker to double my account. So I told Hunter, no, I got all over the platform, I tweet that's a scam, and he did the Hunter. And then my wife also tweeted
This is so understandable for me, and I'm in love.
I think that's enough people reported the entire account.
I work really hard to speak slowly enough that you all can understand me. So also if I get caught up into a ruckus, I'll end up speaking very quickly, and I try to work on that because a lot of people get upset when I do that, and so I try to be really mindful of that and speak slowly so you don't get overwhelmed as well. Anyways, even though it makes me feel overwhelmed, I try to not overwhelm others by speaking too quickly. So I do it because I care about others.
The reason I say that is because initially when they told the account, they become like a link to their crypto project, and my entire bio about it. But after I saw people warned that and tweeted the same account, my bio with that account was, so I guess we're locked everyone out of the account. And
I've beaten my tongue into slow speak, and it hurts.
I couldn't know because I highly doubt that people who hacked into it put the time to type out all the stuff on my bio. So even if they were everyone out, and now I was able to change the password technically, but I have to, not only expand the password reset, that's what I do. They also, as soon as you're logged in, then you want where you have authenticated after, I don't know. And you should do that.
Are really important. You get one phone, Google Play, code that changes every 30 seconds or so, or you get like a USB key that's like a single copy that can't really be replicated. You'll stick it into a computer. That stuff is really important because passwords, they're useless. Passwords are useless. Every single password will eventually be leaked at some point. You always need to look at it like that.
Because since I didn't have one set up, as soon as they logged in, they added the authenticator app from their phone. So now, even though I've changed the password, even though no one can get it.
Yeah, you should always have multi-factor. All of our shit, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, the accounts we use, GitHub, everything. All of these things have multi-factor authentication. Technically, little Proton Pass can hold all that shit too. But you can also keep it on a phone, right? Like you can keep it on multiple things. You can have a physical hardware key. You can do a lot of things. Like you can now scan shit so your phone can do cryptographic signing. At least with Apple and Proton's shit. I don't know, man. Like, you have options. There's no excuse.
Details, like...
There's no excuse to have... Like, if you need to log into something extra, you can use application passwords with most things.
One-time codes, passwords, or card details. That's exactly what we've seen in this video. Now, there is a lot more here to list. It goes over...
You can also shove it up your asshole.
Other scams like investment, crypto, lottery scams, robocall scams, online shopping scams, job scams, and it even goes over elderly scams. And I love this. It says how to spot a scammer.
Oh, we need to go. I'm waiting to see if justice.org, the Justice Department, not org.gov. I want to see if the Justice Department has more publications on romance scams and otherwise scams afflicting the elderly and aged population. Because, like, here's what's gone down, right? I can't believe that the wealthy old people in America possess most of the wealth. With the amount of money they hemorrhage and shed to romance scams and to fast fashion, see Temu and Tien, I just can't believe they do it. I work really hard to speak slowly for y'all. I do so much fucking work. My audio is pumped so you can hear me and I'm not too quiet. I'm very quiet and I speak very quickly. So trying to get me to not do these things was very fucking impossible. And I do so much. I put it in the work, god damn it. I put in so much fucking work. I put in the fucking work. I'm adorable. That's all I have to say.
Something feels off, trust your instincts. Scams often come with subtle red flags. Ask yourselves these 4 questions. Is it unexpected? Is the website trustworthy? Feeling rushed? And is it too good to be true? And they go a lot more into detail on the website. So if you ever feel like you're being scammed and somebody's impersonating Klarna or any institution and they're trying to steal your money, contact the institution directly yourself. Don't go off of the quote unquote representative that you're talking to on the phone. A lot of them aren't representing that company. They're representing the company trying to scam you, trying to get some money though. It might be a whole team.
See how I have good taste in games? It's like another Crab's Treasure. Armored Core, which I've got 2 hundo hours in. I'm still 1 ending from finishing. Why is our favorite shinobi that can't cook not in there?
Of them, to be honest. They be ganged up in a room, and I know y'all must be, because I don't expect nothing good from you.
I've literally just been scammed on the phone, and I can't believe how quick that happened, so everyone listen up. Like, fraudsters going around pretending to be Klarna rang me, and they said, but is it Jay's? Had 3 transactions try and go through in the last 10 minutes with somebody from Manchester. Obviously, I'm from Cornwall, and I was like, no, that wasn't me, and they were like, oh, it's definitely not any family or friends. Have you given access to anybody else? And I said, no. And they're like, okay, no problems. We'll just send through a verification code so you can verify your identity, and then I can get it shut off.
It sounds like Mr. Josh. He had it again.
That sent it through, there's already previous messages of me verifying codes on Klarna when I've actually used Klarna. They thought it was legit. Oh, I'm so stupid. So then I gave them that code, and then they were like, right, we'll then email you a code, and gave them the email code. And right after I got off the phone, I then got an email saying it's like a Welsh city or something, I don't know, it's like CW something. Just logged in, and I was like, I've literally just been scammed. I thought it was quite clever. And I contacted Klarna customer support. They've like deactivated my login from any other place, so I'm fine. Wanted everyone else to be aware Klarna fraudsters are on the rise, and she said to me on the phone, Klarna will never ever ring you and ask you for a code, so if that ever happens to you, it's not Klarna. So take my advice and don't be a stupid like me.
She's not stupid. That ain't nothing but Mr. Josh playing games with these people's phone again, trying to steal some money. Mr. Josh, you need to get you a job. And I know you got a team of people with you, but do better. It just ain't right. Scamming on Klarna is next level. Like,
I'll be headed out in a minute.
I don't condone any type of scamming, but I just wouldn't think you want to scam the people that like to pay in full. And that's if they even pay on time. Because y'all know how I feel about that. And if you want to fight, you can join the military. Because I already did enough videos about it. But I need to know what you all think about this one. First, I need to...
Okay, I kind of like this slam of if you want to fight, you can go join the military. I think this is my favorite one. I talk a lot of shit. But I'm gonna be honest, that's my favorite shit talk to date, bro.
No, has anybody ever called your phone or sent you an email claiming to be Klarna, trying to scam you? Have you ever been scammed at all in your life? And tell me, what do you think about this? Are you just as blown away that people are using Klarna in order to scam people? Nonetheless, what we talked about earlier, put that in your tool bag, y'all, because that's really important. You don't want to get your money taken. Call the financial institutions yourself if you have any doubt about who you're talking to on the phone. But we got to start making better decisions today in order to have
You
a
might
better
be able
future.
to rock this.